Some of the food materials can be dried in sunlight. For example, vegetable slices, fruit slices, fishes, etc. You know that microbes can be grown in moister places or water content places. Drying in sunlight, sun exposure, water content is removed from the food materials. Sun exposure helps to remove the water content from the food materials. Drying in sunlight is one of the most effective method to preservation of the food materials. Drying in sunlight. Another one is smoking method. In rural areas or villages, most of the people can be used smoking method to preservation of the food materials. Smoking method. Next, adding sugar syrup. Adding sugar syrup. Adding sugar syrup. For example, jams and fruit juices can be preserved for a long period of time by adding sugar syrup, sugar solution. This sugar syrup helps to preservation of the food materials for a long period of time. Preservation means storage. Storage of the food materials. These are the common methods to preservation of the food materials. Adding salt, drying in sunlight, smoking method, adding sugar syrup. These are the common methods to preservation of the food materials. Okay, next, heat and cold. Heat and cold. Heat and cold. These are also preservative methods, preservation of the food materials. These methods also helps to preservation of the food materials. For example, in our houses, after having lunch or having dinner, remaining food items can be kept in refrigerators. After having lunch or having dinner, remaining food items can be kept in refrigerators. You know, refrigerator is a cold storage point. Very low temperature is present. In low temperature or cold climatic conditions inhibits the growth of microorganisms. Inhibits the growth of microorganisms. Inhibits the growth of microorganisms. Inhibits means control the growth of microorganisms. Cold climatic conditions, very low temperature helps control the growth of microorganisms. So, in our houses, we can preserve the food materials. We can store the food materials in refrigerators, cold storage points, vegetables, fruits, milk, curd, and surgical instruments, syringes, needles, all these materials keep in refrigerators. In refrigerators, very less temperature, very low temperature is present. This helps, inhibits the growth of microorganisms. Inhibits means control the growth of microorganisms. Next, heat. Heating process. Some of the food materials can be heated up. For example, milk is heated. Before preparing the coffee or tea, compulsory milk is heated up. Why? Milk is heated up, the microorganisms are killed. Heating process helps to kill the microorganisms. One of the best method is there, that is pasteurization method. Pasteurization method. What is pasteurization? What is pasteurization? Milk is heated up to 72 degrees centigrade for 15 to 30 seconds. 15 to 30 seconds, and then suddenly chilled and stored. This is known as pasteurization method. Pasteurization means milk is heated up to 72 degrees centigrade for 15 to 30 seconds and suddenly chilled and stored. This is known as pasteurization method. Pasteurization method is mostly used in milk selling centers, milk collecting centers, making of milk packets. During heating process, microorganisms are killed. Microorganisms are killed. So, heating method helps to kill the microorganisms present in the food materials. Next, invention of pasteurization. Invention of pasteurization. Invention of pasteurization. Pasteurization method was invented or discovered Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur was discovered pasteurization method. Louis Pasteur is one of the greatest biological scientists. Louis Pasteur was discovered pasteurization method. Louis Pasteur was born in the village of France. In the village of France. He was born in the year 1822. In the year 1822. Basically, he was a painter. He was a painter. He wanted to become a teacher. He was interested in the subjects like mathematics and chemistry, physics. He was researcher. He was research on crystals. He was research on crystals. Research on crystals. He was discovered pasteurization method. During 18th century in France, wine industry facing troubles. During that period, wine industry people approached Louis Pasteur. The wine can be spoiled for a short period of time, very low time. Wine can be spoiled. Louis Pasteur was keenly observed for spoiling the wine. Wine can be spoiled through microorganisms. Wine can be spoiled through microorganisms. This time he was discovered pasteurization method. Pasteurization means heating method. This method helps kills the microorganisms present in wine. Heating process. Okay. Next, he was discovered anthrax vaccine. Anthrax vaccine. And he was discovered rabies vaccine. Rabies and goat. Louis Pasteur was discovered anthrax vaccine. Rabies vaccine. Rabies is caused by dog bite. Viral infectious dog can be bitten to human body. It causes rabies. Louis Pasteur was discovered rabies vaccination. And he was also discovered the silk-moth disease. Silk-moth disease. One of the disease can be affected in silk moth. During 18th century,